Okay, whoops, let me turn my screen around so that I can actually make sure that what I'm doing is right. Hey everybody, it's me, I'm back. This tutorial is going to be on how to make these really cool shabby chic flowers. Look at those. Aren't they amazing? I just learned how to make these actually last night. I was watching some videos and I came across, because I was trying to find different ways to make flowers. Let me put it under the light here. And I happened to come by this one. It said really easy shabby chic flowers, and I thought, oh, okay, I can do that really easy. And so these are the ones that I have made so far. And they're just, as you can see, they're super simple. They're shabby chic and they're really great for projects and things. I've been making some journals and things like that recently. And so I wanted to try and come up with another way of making some flowers, some different kinds of, especially shabby chic flowers that I could use with my journals. Now these two, you can see actually 3 of these that are like this. You see how these have that sort of scalloped, let me see if I can get this to show. I showed a minute ago. It's kind of got these scalloped edges in some spots. That was the edge of this fabric. Somebody had sent me, this is from shower curtains. And somebody had sent me a piece of their shower curtain, because I had one that I was using for a while that had these same kind of embroidered flowers on them, and I just loved them to use in my projects and things. And I think it was Lynn, and she actually sent me a piece of one that she had. So I can't remember, I'm not sure if it was Lynn or somebody else, and if you are the person who sent me that fabric, please let me know so that I can properly thank you. But anyway, I came across it last night and I thought, oh my God, that would be so perfect, because you have to use a real flimsy fabric for these. You don't want to use anything that's too thick or they'll come out too stiff and bulky. I'm going to try it. I haven't tried that yet, but that's the lady in the video said that they would come out thick and bulky. And I'll have to also look up her video so that I can send you guys over to her channel to check out the way that she made these flowers. She did do them a little bit differently in that she cut her pieces into circles, and then she did one where she had cut them into squares, and I actually liked the one that she did with the squares better. Because it comes out a little more choppy and stuff. So I kind of like the squares, so that's how I've been doing mine. It's easier to cut them in squares as well. And I like to get this shabby effect, I like to tear my fabric instead of having to just cut it. And this fabric here, I was able to tear it in one direction, but I had to cut it in the other direction. So it was kind of hit and miss, but it's still, they're awesome, awesome flowers. So anyway, I have some of this fabric here. This is like these. And then I just found some really thin, flimsy white fabric that I had. And I cut some of that up this morning so that we could do this video. And what I do, just to show you, this is just a piece, another piece of that fabric. And I take some pieces, I make them bigger, some I make them more narrow, just to kind of get a different effect. So I just took and I put little teeny slices in the fabric, you can see, and I just kind of went along and did those in different spots here. I did those in different spots, and then I'll just tear it, because that's actually, this fabric I was able to tear in both directions, so it was really cool. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to pull, and I'm going to, well, sometimes it's easier than others. It's the way that I'm sitting here trying to do this. So I'm just going to pull those until I get them all pulled apart, and then you'll get some of these strings and things. You just kind of pull those off and fix your fabric that way, and you'll get different strings in different directions. And then there you go. Got one piece. And I'll just take and clean these up real quick. And you can see these are different shapes and sizes. These are more rectangle, these are more square. And that's the way I like to do it, because then I get kind of more shabby effect. So that's the way I did mine. And you know, the easier the better. And I figured I have to do a tutorial on this because I think that everybody will enjoy the simplicity of this project, so that they can go grab some of their fabric that you guys have laying around and give it a shot. So that's how I do the fabric. Let me just put these in a stack here. And I'm going to grab a few of these squares. And we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. I haven't used this white fabric yet, so you can see I've got like 3 different sizes here. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and one by one, just lay these. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your fabric. You're going to need some of these little plastic hair ties that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And you're going to need buttons. And that's all you need. Then to put your little pieces in the middle, you just need to find some bling that you've got sitting around. I've got a little tin with some different pieces of bling here that I'll be using today. And just find your bling, and then you will hot glue that to the center of the flower. So that's all there is to it. So all you need is fabric, hair ties, and buttons. And I'm sure y'all have some buttons laying around that that you don't need. It doesn't matter what color you put into it, because you're not going to see it. And you can see, I'll show you the back of one of these. There's the button in the back, and it actually makes it look really cute. You could somehow turn this around and actually make that button the center of your flower, because look at how cute it is. You can make that the center of your flower if you don't want to use bling. So same thing with the pink ones. I would have to do it in the opposite direction, because I like to go bigger pieces on the bottom, smaller pieces on the top. I do like my bling, so for me that worked out well. So I'm going to use 2 squares, and I'm just going to put them like that. And then I'm going to take a couple of my bigger rectangles, and I'm just going to kind of go in an even, another different direction. And let's see, this one's pretty big. Let's go, we'll start using these other rectangles. So I'm just going to start going with some of these. You only want to use about maybe 5 to 7 squares. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go 7 with this one. 6 and 7. And we'll put these off to the side. And there we go. We've got those. I'm going to grab me a button here. And I have found that using smaller buttons works better. I don't like to use any that are too big. So you can see here I've got all different sizes, and I'm actually going to take, I think I'm going to take that one. And you're just going to take this and you're going to fold it up like that. And then you're going to take your sides and push them in. Just kind of hold it together. And take this side and push it in, and you've got just kind of a little pom-pom type thing. So take that, and then I take my button side like this. Take my little elastic rubber band and wrap it around as many times as you can so that you get it on there good and tight. That's 2, 3, and this one's not going to go 4, it's only going to go 3. And then you're just going to take it and sort of pull it apart and move it around, shabby it up. And the more you play with these, the better they get. So it's just one of those things, you just kind of play around with them, get them how you want them. And then I even, at the end of this, once I get it like this one, I don't like this edge. I think it was it was like the original edge of the fabric. I don't particularly care for that. And since I've got a lot of shabbiness in this already, I don't feel too bad to cut some of this. And so what I did was I took the flower and I just kind of did this and took some of these edges off because I want it to be a little smaller, maybe a little choppier in the center. Don't be afraid to do some cutting, because the more you do this to it, you can come up with a better effect. See, it's better already. And then that piece is a little bit too big in the center there. Okay, so just take it, shimmy it around, layer by layer, and then there you go, you've got a flower. And then I'm going to look for the center. So I've got my center there. And I'm just going to take and find one of these pieces. Kind of like the little pearly center on this one. So I'm going to take that. Make sure that I have this exactly the way I want it first. And we'll take this, and I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue. And I'm going to glue this onto the center of the flower. And a little bit to my finger. I'm just going to put that in my trash pile over here. Okay, so now I'll shimmy it up a little bit again. And there you go. You have a beautiful little white flower. I love it. I love these flowers so much. I can't wait to use them in my projects. So that's that one. And now I'll take some of this fabric. I'm going to get a couple of pieces of the small bits. And I try to, with this fabric, I try to get these little flowers out to the edges because I don't want to waste them in the center. Actually, I'm going to save those for the top. These are the big ones. So let's start big and work our way down. So here's 1. 2. 3. And let's see. I'll use one more big one. 4. Well, let's see. I think I need that. Yeah, we'll do that way. 4. And I'm going to put the big ones aside. And now I'll go with a couple of the littler ones. Okay, so 6. I'm going to lose that pretty flower on this one, it looks like. Oh well. And I'm just going to put that one in the center just for good measure. Make sure you get the fabric going in the right direction though, so that you have everything showing that you want to show. So there I am. I've just got this little pile of squares. And you can see this fabric is almost see-through. So there's my squares. And I'm going to use a pink button just because, not that you can see it or anything. Put my pink button in the center. And I'm going to take it and just pull it around. And get my little rubber band, plastic band, whatever it is. And thankfully I had black ones and I had white ones. So I just grabbed a handful and threw them in here. I'm not using the black ones, I'm just using the little white ones. And I got that one around 4 times. And so there's your little button. There's your shabby flower. And this one I'm going to take and cut some of these edges off, trying to make sure I'm not cutting any of those pretty flowers off, because those are what makes these flowers. Okay. And let's shimmy it up. Oh, look, I didn't lose that one either. It's right in the middle there. Right there. I'm still going to lose it pretty much. Okay. And here I've got a great big string hanging off of it. Okay. And I'm going to find my center, and it's right there. And I will take, I do not want to use that one in this. I think I'm going to take and use another one of these little pearly things in the middle of this one, because it has that kind of vintage feel with it, and these flowers I feel are kind of vintagey looking. And then I'm going to kind of try and press it upwards a little bit to kind of glue it to that centerpiece so that the flower just kind of stands up a little bit better. I'm not sure it will, but I'm going to try. Cut a little bit more of these long edges off. And there we go. We have another pretty shabby chic flower. So that's it, you guys. This is super simple project, and I thought you guys might enjoy it, and gave me a chance to do a quickie video, you know, so that you guys could see kind of what I'm doing now. And I'm going to be doing, my next video is going to be, well, I'm not even going to tell you. I'll tell you in the video. I've got more coming, so stay tuned, you guys. I'll be posting several videos coming up here in the next few days, so or over the next week, I should say. And I look forward to showing you guys some more stuff. Please make sure, if you enjoyed this video, to give it a like. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm trying to grow my channel right now. And so I really need your support. And so the more people I can get to like and subscribe, it really helps me out, helps my channel out, and keeps me, it keeps me going. So anyway, these little bits and pieces, a lot of these bits and pieces that I have here, I've gotten from Kiki's sale. If you run on over there, you can see that Debbie Cottrell, who is the administrator of Kiki's sale, has a lot of really cute items that you can purchase from her store, and a lot of bling and lace and things like that. She helps to supply me with some of the goodies that I use in my videos, and I do appreciate her so much. And I believe in her, and I believe in her store. I know that she treats people very well. She's very respectful of the group, and she does sales about every other week, or as often as she can. Usually it's on a Saturday night. But if you can catch her get her to approve you as one of the group members, and get subscribed to her page, then you can see some of the great and wonderful things that she's got to offer. She's really an amazing woman, and I just love her to death. And I want to say thank you, Debbie, for all that you do for me. And I appreciate you so much. Debbie has blessed me on many, many occasions with some goodies that I'm able to use in my work, and I'm able to keep going. So as you guys all know, some of this stuff gets pretty expensive if you're having to purchase it all the time. So it really helps me out that Debbie helps me and keeps me kind of in supplies. So anyway, that's the Shabby Chic flower tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be bringing more videos. These I may be making some of these and putting them in my Etsy shop. In fact, I'm certain I'll be putting some of them in my Etsy shop so that they will be available. If any of you have a particular style that you really love, that maybe you want to use them in some of your projects, I'll be putting them in my store and making some of them available for you all. So make sure you hop on over. I'll put the link to my Etsy shop down below. And make sure you hop on over, check out my store, and see if there's anything. I've got supplies. I've got things that I make on my YouTube channel, things that I make in between times. I've been making a lot of jewelry boxes, altered jewelry boxes, and journals and photo albums and things like that. I've been doing some of that stuff lately. And so I do have a lot of really, really pretty things in my store. So I encourage you to go on over and check it out and let me know what you guys think. Please make comments down below if you have anything that you might like me to try and provide to you as a tutorial. I love to try new things, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and I will respond. I respond to every comment that is made on my channel. I don't believe I've missed any. It may take me a few days, even a week, to get back to you. But I will respond. So thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all so much. Have a really blessed day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.